Hello
Make it
everyone,
trim
it's
my
your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, here with another exciting video. Today on the Two Guys Talking podcast, I have with us
Anthony.
and
Political discussion.
dang it, Ryan. Welcome everyone to the Two Guys Talking podcast, the podcast where we just talk on the phone about whatever. We don't have preset topics or anything like that. This is episode 13. Congrats. The unluckiest of numbers. We finally hit that.
Numbers.
So, does anyone have, well, first, I guess before we jump into anything, Anthony, would you like to introduce yourself to the audience?
I mean, I'm the third guy of the Two Guys Talking podcast. I don't really know what else to say about me. But hi, happy to be here.
I'm happy
Tell us
to have
about the
you.
curtains behind you.
What?
The curtains behind you. Tell us about them.
I don't think that's true. I haven't looked behind me in a long time, so I can neither confirm or deny that statement, but I have a strong suspicion, but that's not true.
What's not true?
So Ryan said there are curtains behind you. Tell us about the
Oh, I thought you
curtains
said there.
behind you. And you're
I thought you said there.
not true. Myth.
Yeah, Ryan. I thought you said
Confirm nor
Putin.
deny.
I thought you
the
were talking about
existence of
Vladimir
the-
Putin for a sec.
Like an iron curtain kind of thing?
Well, yes, these are curtains. And that's the night sky. It's kind of beautiful, but I don't think anyone can see that. Oh, but you can see my spell break in the
yeah.
reflection. Yeah. What?
Tell
The
us about the
spell break.
curtains.
There's what?
Oh, Ryan said tell us about the curtains.
Oh. I don't know what to tell you. They're curtains.
I think the pattern looks cool. I like the color scheme. I like
Yeah.
gray and red, and white. I'm a big fan of black, red, white, and blue. There's no blue there. Gray's close enough to black, so I'm like, hey, it has almost all of my favorite colors on it.
To be honest, I would say this is more. Well, I would have said it was more of a dark, kind of golden color, but
Yeah, sniff the curtains. Give it a good waft. You gotta waft it to your nose.
I don't like you, Ryan. Leave me alone.
Don't
you ever talk
Hey,
to
no.
Don't you ever talk to me or my curtains ever again?
Do they smell bad?
They don't smell bad. I did light incense, so they smell a lot like
Yeah,
smoke
yeah.
and mahogany.
The kids are calling it these days.
Leave me alone. I am smoke-free. My lungs are pretty and pink. I've never touched the devil's
How
lettuce,
can
not
you
once.
confirm your lungs are a color when you can't even confirm they're curtains?
I'll have you know. He's putting the pressure on me. I don't know what to do.
Don't worry, I'm gonna Google living curtains.
Living curtains?
So if you look at living curtains, it's like living room curtains.
Oh, okay.
Define like sentient curtains, but maybe that's what I should look up.
Yeah, you go to
Sentient.
Toontown and it's just curtains buys.
That does sound like a very Toontown thing.
So I typed in sentient curtains, and the stuff that comes up are like sentient shower curtains. Is sentient like a brand name for curtains? Like, did this just happen to work out well?
I'd also believe that, to be honest. Does sound like a nice furniture company, I think.
If someone had like sentient furniture as their company name, I feel like I would expect the furniture to be like alive, or to at least have a face on it or something.
This is AI Dungeon 2, Jeff.
Ooh.
These are curtains.
Now, Anthony, have you played AI Dungeon 2?
No, because it
Oh.
doesn't exist. AI
What?
Dungeon 1.
I played 2 only a few times, but then I get frustrated and stop playing after some point.
Would you ever want to play AI Dungeon 2 in a system
It's not AI Dungeon 2 anymore.
like on the podcast.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Hmm.
I would need to think about that more.
Fair. Ryan, would you ever want to play AI Dungeon 2 on the podcast?
Yeah.
Also, Ryan has his room so dark that you just actually can't see him.
You
I'm
can't.
very impressed. Oh, there
See?
we go. The red face. The demonic red face.
It's not demonic. I mean, barbaric isn't a demon.
That's not barbaric,
It's
though.
not demonic. I'm gonna look up demonic red face. See what.
Barbaric isn't demonic.
But it's not barbaric, though.
Yeah, what makes it barbaric? Are you referring to barbaric as in the savage dragon character who has a red face?
Yeah.
That's what I thought he was saying. Let's see. So let's jump into some weird topics. Anthony,
Alright.
do you know who MODOK is?
Moodog. I want to say yes, but probably not.
Explain.
Explain.
Which acronym are you referring to MODOK?
I was referring to the Tekken character.
You know, like there's the killing one, the conquest one, the calculating one.
I just realized that I can share my screen with you guys.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to share with you guys the same Chrome tab that the audience sees.
Okay.
Yeah. So MODOK is the machine designed only for killing or whatever. Sometimes they change what the K stands for depending on what he's in.
Sometimes it's a C.
Oh, like,
It took me a while, then I'd like to realize that the exact abbreviation you were saying just now.
oh, no problem. Earlier you mentioned the Tekken character. Is it like this for the Tekken one? Oh,
I think so.
Marduk.
It was either... Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, he would be cool. MODOK is not cool. He's rather lame, actually. But apparently he's getting a Hulu show.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is quite weird.
Hey, Marduk, are you talking about like the god of Babylon?
Nope, we're talking about this guy from Tekken as shown on screen. Also, with the screen share, I'm now curious how OBS is reacting to that. So OBS normally doesn't let me show video capture because I'm being recorded by Facebook already. So now I'm like, well, now it's screen share. So can I show my face? And the answer is still no. So whatever. But now you guys can see how like creepy and weird MODOK is, and you can also see that MODOK looks weird as fuck in this new show thing. I don't know anything about the show other than the fact that MODOK is in it. What are you guys'
It looks
thoughts on
very...
this design?
When I think machine originally designed only for killing, I don't... It looks a lot cartoonish. Now that I know that abbreviation.
Oh,
I don't know how I feel about it.
he's very much so cartoonish. Now, some versions of him do look more like this guy. Who's like
That sounds alright.
Courage the Cowardly Dog looking villain. Oh, Ryan too is screen sharing. We're all becoming Google tabs.
Soon it'll be just me.
Oh, enjoying that curry you made?
Oh.
I would ask you more about the curry, but I know you just took a big mouthful. Probably not the best time to ask you questions.
Oh.
So I do have some familiarity with Marduk from Babylon. No, Ryan. Ryan, stop. There are multiple reasons why you shouldn't screen share read comic online. Reason number one could be like copyright stuff if you show too much of the comic without editing the images.
Oh, right, that wasn't even the right comic issue. I need to go back into the 40s to get to the current one.
And then two,
The porn ad?
online has a lot of ads of women with like big titties. I'm not trying to get struck.
Yeah. What's the thing that the ads always say? Like, something like, "Can you last this long in some weird game or something?" It's usually how they're like titled.
That is how a lot of them are titled. A lot of
That
them
is
are
how
also like either generic anime characters or it would be like Naruto characters specifically. Let's see.
Naruto is pretty popular.
Oh, speaking of
I
Naruto.
know a lot.
Oh, Anthony, what were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say they do also put on a lot of Overwatch characters in there too.
Ooh,
There's a quite diverse amount of pornographic depictions of popular characters that they have.
Indeed.
well, I've never seen an ad that was like, "How long do you think you'll last?" or "Your girlfriend shouldn't catch you playing this game." That had like Velma or something on it. Like, it is certain characters that I'll see.
Wait,
I
what do you
mean,
mean?
I wish there was one for Velma.
Now
Like,
you're giving them my.
Like Velma's kind of my thing. So
Google Velma more so that the Google will pop up the Velma ad.
Yeah, but I'm not out here Googling like Naruto characters. I did for the sake of discussion just now. But I normally don't this is Google Naruto characters in the first place. Or Overwatch.
Okay, so you see the page you have, right? Click on the second one there.
So you're asking me to click on this picture of Hinata with titties?
Well, I think all of them have Hinata with titties.
The first one doesn't have Hinata with titties.
They're just off screen.
Can you confirm the existence of titties that aren't on screen?
I think you can.
Oh, but Ryan's the same guy who says you can't confirm like dicks in comics unless you see the dicks.
what?
Yeah, we had a whole talk because there's this book called Batman Damned where you can see Batman's dick. It's like the only
Oh.
depiction of Batman's dick. And
Wait, can you see
More.
the dick on the Google image?
I'm not about to look up Batman's dick on the Google image. And please, Ryan, restrain from looking up Batman's dick at this time.
What? Give me 1 second.
Okay, no problem, Anthony.
Nice.
Batman's dick, dick, do. Batman's dick, dick, dick. It looks like Anthony's getting suited up in the hoodie, getting ready for the nighttime. It's almost like a wearable blanket.
What?
Ooh, welcome back. I said, Batman's dick, and then I said, oh, Anthony's getting suited up in the hoodie. It's almost like a wearable blanket.
Exactly. Even though it's fucking hot in my room, but I don't feel comfortable in this shirt.
Oh, no problem. Anthony was like, I gotta show off the fit.
Nah.
The fit does look good, though.
Thank
Well,
you.
If you need to like cool down, you could take off your pants. That would probably help.
I'm not taking off my pants for you, right? Also, I have a fan right here, so I don't need it.
You know?
I don't want to turn on my fan because I still have food right here too, so I'm gonna finish it first.
Oh, speaking of your food, tell us more
What's
about the curry. I thought it was cool when you said you were making your own curry.
Yeah, it's just curry and rice. I don't think no one can see that.
Nice.
Yeah.
What kind of curry?
Just a mild. I really don't know how to describe curry. There's really not much to it. Just curry sauce, some bits of potato and carrot. I added a bit too much rice and not enough curry at all, so I might be dying for tomorrow, but yeah, it's good enough for today. I really regret not adding meat to it, but it's still surprisingly good.
So I've never had curry like that because that's the kind of curry that I'll see in like anime. But the curry that I've always had is like chicken tikka masala or like egg curry or like goat curry.
I never had masala before. Actually, no. I went to this Indian restaurant recently, and I tried their curry. It was really good. So I'm trying to think of another opportunity to go there.
Would you recommend this restaurant to other people who are in the Rocket City area?
Yes, I would.
What's the name of the
Try-
restaurant?
Sitar, Sitar. It's like the instrument.
Is it like this?
No. Try looking like the Huntsville area. Actually, is that it? It's a small, modest looking restaurant.
Is it like this?
Not looking like it. Yeah, actually, go to that third picture down. Yeah, right there.
Oh, okay.
That's it. Yeah.
Nice. Maybe once
Yeah.
all the pandemic stuff blows over, we can all hit up Sitar.
I'd be down for it.
Ryan, do you
Might
fuck
take a
with
while
curry?
though.
Mm.
Have you had curry?
Mm.
Ooh, the makes me think probably not if you don't remember it.
None of those are answers.
Do you think this would be a good first curry spot for Ryan?
To be honest, I don't know that many other curry places, but I think it's pretty nice. Does Ryan like spicy?
That's a good question. Ryan, do you fuck with the spice?
Mm.
Ryan's undecided on whether or not he's had curry or fuck with the spice. Do you
Sounds
fuck
about
with
right.
Spice Girls? I actually don't know who the Spice Girls are. I'm pretty sure they're a musical group, but I don't know anything else other than that.
I could have sworn I remembered one person was in there. That's not very specific. Why
That's
did I
not
even
very
say
specific
that?
at all.
I wasted my time. One of the girls that were in the Spice Girls, weren't they like a judge in a singing show at some point?
There's a lot of-
singing shows, yeah.
Exactly.
Do you guys watch Drew Gooden on YouTube?
Never heard of him.
Okay. Drew Gooden makes very similar content to Danny Gonzalez and Kurt Connor. They do like collabs with each other sometimes. Now, I could imagine you saying if you don't know who Drew Gooden is, that you probably also don't know who those other two people are. Does that
Yes, these names mean nothing to me.
Okay, so Drew Gooden is this guy. Okay. And then this guy in this picture, that's Danny Gonzalez. People say they're the same person, but they're not. They just make very similar content. Anthony's analyzing. I don't know what Ryan's
Yeah.
doing. I think he's still looking up random stuff on Wikipedia.
It's not random. I'm doing a random article within 5 links getting to Adolf Hitler.
Okay. Let's see. So we got
living his life.
So I have to get from the French colonial empire to Adolf Hitler within 1 link. So I need to find like Adolf Hitler on this page.
Oh, and this guy is Curtis Connor. He's a stand-up comedian who also does YouTube videos. He makes similar content to Drew Gooden and Danny Gonzalez, though I think he's not as good, which is weird. Because if anything, I feel like he should be the best. His comedy's just like his whole career. I mean, technically, for Danny and Drew, comedy's also their whole career, but not from like the point of like stand-up. So I always expect him to like throw in like a lot more jokes, and he does do bits, but I feel like a lot of his jokes are like bad, and he recognizes that they're bad. Like he'll say them, and then he'll be like, and it's interesting.
I don't know how to feel about that, but I still don't know these people or what they do.
Fair. Okay, so to give you an idea of their videos, a lot of times they talk about internet culture. They'll bring up like controversies that have happened or if there's like a trend going on, they'll discuss like current trends and events. Drew Gooden recently did a video talking about how cable is shitty and how he recently got cable again. And he compared it to like popular streaming services. But he also talked about a lot of like trending TV show types. And he did a whole skit where he pretended to be each member of a boardroom pitching shows. And all the shows are like, what if we did American Idol, but then all the shows he were pitching were like real shows. Like he was trying to show like it's not hard to come up with any of these ideas because it's all kind of the same thing.
I guess that kind of makes sense.
But let's figure out which of those shows has a judge from the Spice Girls. Oh, America's Got Talent, it seems like.
That sounds right. Yeah, that looks like her.
Okay. I could not actually identify any of the Spice Girls. Even if you had like a gun to my head, I'd probably be like, I don't know.
If you showed these pictures to me and hid the search bar, I would not know who this Woody was either.
Also, I just realized you guys can see the search bar, but the viewers can't. So what I've done is I've hidden it so that if I type in anything at the top and it starts like auto picking stuff, I'd be like, ooh, nope, you're not today.
Understandable.
Let's see. Anthony, tell us a little bit about like your hobbies and some of like your favorite things to like talk about.
Hobbies. No, that's a toughie. I guess in terms of hobbies, I've been trying to get back into sketching.
Ooh.
I'm still not at all good at that, but it's something I'm getting back to.
Yo, do you sketch on paper or do you sketch on like the computer?
Only on paper. I have a graphic tablet, but I only used it once and I've had it for years, so I think I still have it somewhere though.
Would you ever want to do a drawing show where like
No.
camera pointed at no? Okay, because I draw like a kid. Like let me show you some of these like Kindle books or whatever that I've been working on.
No worries.
I just realized if you guys can see the search bar, then everyone can see the search bar. Because that screen's being broadcast everywhere. So it's good to know.
No.
So let me navigate to my... Here we go. So here's like my most recent book, the Minecraft one, Hunt for Friendship. And see this Microsoft Paint head-ass like art? That's the kind of that's in like the whole book. And like Blade of Sparks, my medieval fantasy comic. Again, Microsoft Paint. Rift and Tone, this is the worst one because it's like stick people when it comes to like showing like the kindergarten level art. So that one's also like Microsoft Paint.
All right.
Now, I don't know why this one gets pulled up because I clicked on like my author name and this is just not by me. I didn't write the Evangelicals and Empires book. But I did write these other ones that are on here. Except that one. I didn't write Cyber Source, though. That sounds cool.
That does sound kind of cool.
Speaking of books, I have written a lot of books. These actually have my silhouette. Because at that time, I didn't want to have to draw anything. So I was like editing pictures of stuff.
I mean, they look pretty nice to me.
I'm glad that you vibe. I know for a while I used to use the same image and just like shift the colors each time. I was like, good enough. But I guess this is a good a time as any to do like a plug. Buy my books. Made a few new digital comics. Hunt for Friendship, the unofficial Minecraft comic, is my most recent release. It's about Steve trying to tame a wolf while being hunted by a mysterious monster. Next up, we got Blade of Sparks, a medieval fantasy adventure comic. In this one, it's a knight trying to rescue a princess from a dragon. And then my first digital comic that I ever released was Rift and Tone. Rift and Tone is a superhero comic about two superheroes who travel the multiverse and go to different dimensions, trying to save entire planets from interdimensional threats. This is an origin story issue, so it mainly just tells you about the characters. If slash when I do an issue 2, they'll actually fight something. But this book does also introduce their main villain, King X, who's kind of like Galactus, but like multiversal Galactus. So he eats worlds across the entire multiverse.
Hmm.
But yeah, just wanted to do a quick plug. Speaking of quick plugs, Anthony, if you have any things that you want to recommend to the audience, or if you want to shout out your social media, anything like that, feel free to hit it up.
No worries. I don't think I do though.
No problem. Ryan, I know that he likes to recommend that people check stuff out. Do you have any recommendations for the audience at this time?
Yeah, I'll give you an anti-recommendation, and it'll be Adolf Hitler. Would not recommend.
Fair. Yeah. I think we can all not recommend Adolf Hitler. Excuse me.
That sounds like something.
Let's see. So, Anthony, when you came onto the podcast, what did you think we would talk about?
I would assume shows, anime, comics, whatever you guys might be up to in the future, and Ryan talking about random stuff.
Sounds fairly accurate. Okay. So when it comes to shows,
Does it?
no, it doesn't. Ryan, what did you expect that we talk about on the podcast?
Was not sound accurate.
When Ryan doesn't answer the question, but that's okay. So when it comes to anime, Anthony, what is your favorite anime? Nice catch.
Yeah, something like that. So what's my favorite anime?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if I have a favorite exactly. I remember I really liked Demon Slayer,
Yes.
and I really do like Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Okay, so Demon Slayer. I knew I recognized the name, but I've never really watched it. I think I watched like the first episode. I've heard that people really vibe with it. What do you
Yeah.
like most about Demon Slayer?
I really do like the animation style or the animation quality. It's pretty nice.
Okay, ballin'.
I think that's the main thing I like about it.
Sweet. So it has like a very appealing aesthetic.
Yes.
Now, what do you like most? Oh, I'm sorry.
Ah! Yes, I guess it would be aesthetic, but I also do like the animation work they put into it, or at least for certain scenes. Yeah.
Nice. I'm glad that you vibe. Now, what about Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? Do you vibe with?
Now that I just like the environment in the story.
Nice. So, do you think if they redid Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, but in the style of Demon Slayer visually, do you think you'd be like top anime of like all time?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Like I like them both for two different reasons. Though, yeah, I like them both for two different reasons. Full Metal Alchemist's animation style that just works for them. I don't think you could just put Demon Slayer's style onto them and make it a top anime like that.
So you're saying you wouldn't like if we just took Full Metal Alchemist and made it in like the Dragon Ball Z art style?
I probably wouldn't like it. I'll be the one to say it. I don't really like Dragon Ball Z
You're
art style.
saying wouldn't like Full Metal Alchemist if they put it in the Teen Titans Go art style?
Now you're just repeating yourself, Ryan.
What? There's a lot of art styles to go through.
Yeah, but I don't want to go through them. But yeah, I don't like Dragon Ball Z art style.
Now that
It,
is a hot take. Please elaborate.
I've just never been a fan of Akira Toriyama's design. It's very same facey and same designy.
That's fair.
Yeah. I nah. Yeah, I just don't like Akira Toriyama.
Understandable.
Hmm.
Let's see. Uh, I gotta think about what I type into these bars.
Yeah, I was wondering if I saw what I thought I saw.
Okay. Oh, I know what I was gonna type in. So my favorite anime is Doko Ita. So Doko Ita is really weird, I would say. It's kind of like the show The Real World, where you have a whole bunch of people living in a house together and they have a whole bunch of different personalities and they interact. But imagine the real world if the house was being shared by an anime supervillain and an anime superhero, but they don't know their secret identities. So they all live in the house together like they're cool. But then when like shit hits the fan, they change and then they like fight in the streets.
Hmm.
So it's a comedy anime that can sometimes become like raunchy. There are like
Ever heard of
superpowers and monsters.
flute beatboxing?
I have not heard of flute beatboxing, but that does sound interesting, right? What I really like about Doko Ita is that it spends a lot of time exploring the characters and their interactions with each other, in a very like carefree and comedic way until like the last episodes where shit gets really serious and it becomes like a darker drama. But I think it grips you a lot more because you've grown with the characters so much like over the course of the show. Uh, Good as fuck, not too long. I definitely would recommend Doko Ita.
It does look interesting. Hmm.
Ryan, what would be your anime recommendation?
Psychopaths.
Ryan has been recommending Psychopaths a lot. Tell us more about why you recommend Psychopaths.
Psychopaths is pretty good.
I just haven't seen it. Like I don't
Do you have
know
any
about it.
flutes that you think would get me closest to Adolf Hitler through Wikipedia links?
I don't know about Nazi flutes, so I'm not sure.
Hmm. I
Wait, you
didn't
don't
even
have to
touch
get Nazi
Nazi
flute. You just have
flutes.
to get a flute to a Nazi, you know?
I mean, does anyone know any German flutes?
Mm-mm.
Neither do I. Because I feel like if you can get to Germany
Yeah.
from any link, it could really help you
What
jump.
you can do is you can get
You
to like
can
country
you
and
can
then
maybe
get to like one of the countries in like World War II.
you can maybe find a German guy or a German flutist.
Right. But any of these German flutists?
Well, I can like barely see the like little words on your thing. Maybe I shouldn't be too concerned about what they see on OBS. Because Anthony was like, hey, I think I might have caught something. But I think for them, well, actually, fuck. They sure can still see the bar. Do, do,
Wait, there's
do.
German hard. That is very German.
That does look.
And also
Indiana? Oh no.
history. Just Germany and history. Also, I was just saying that because I wasn't fully paying attention. I'm pretty sure I did see what that was.
Oh, I'm sure you did. Let's see.
Here's a German guy. Two.
Now, I do like the concept of like us playing a game together on here, like similar to how we're trying to help Ryan with the getting to Adolf Hitler and Wikipedia thing.
I'm in
Any
Munich.
browser games that you guys happen to like fuck
War
with,
II.
like multiplayer browser games?
What's Adolf? Adolf is some
Hmm.
guy.
I'm trying to think. There was this one Attack on Titan game that I really loved. It was this small flash game, but you played as these tiny Attack on Titan dudes, and you just flew around this mini 3D space, cutting at the Titans. It was very simple. Like, there's not much to it, but it was also very fun. I'm trying to remember if it was actually multiplayer, though.
This
That
one
does
was
sound
pretty easy,
interesting.
like already on like a German World War II guy.
What?
Have you heard of the game Extinction?
No, I have. Oh, wait. Yeah, I have. I heard it wasn't very good.
I also heard it wasn't very good. The review that I saw of it talked about how it has a lot of problems and it's not worth $60. But on the
Oh, yeah, that's
PlayStation Store right now, it's like $5.
From watching gameplay, I don't know if I played for $5.
Ooh, so that's actually a really interesting question. How cheap would it have to become before you'd be willing to play it?
If I'm not gonna do $5, then I'm probably not gonna do any more than free, maybe.
Okay.
But that's just me. I could tell they did put at least some work into it, so I don't want to screw them out like that. But
I mean,
the game just
you're
doesn't seem
screwing them
very
out.
interesting.
You know, like the thing about really any media is that like if you're not covering all your bases, then you can't be upset if someone's like, well, it's not fully worth it. Because I will say
Yeah.
the art in Extinction does look really good. The movement
Yeah.
that I've seen in gameplay looks like really awesome. But people say that the gameplay loop is repetitive. That when you're trying to kill giant monsters, you can like get stuck in their armpit and stuff like that. Like a lot of the issues come from the fact that there's not enough variety in the game, and the fact that there are definitely like technical issues there. But if they were
Yeah.
just trying to sell like the art, and it was like, how much would you pay for like a full print professional poster of this? And I feel like people would be willing to pay a lot more for that than they would necessarily to get the game.
Mm, I think I would agree with that maybe. Yeah, I think I would agree with that maybe. It wouldn't be something I would do, but I can probably see that.
Yeah.
Also, 1 second, trying to get this shit.
I'm gonna try and go
figured
through
out.
Microsoft. Okay, let's see. One. How do I get to Hitler from Microsoft?
Yeah, you'll figure it out. I believe in you.
I'm tempted to, excuse me, take on this challenge, Ryan. So you got to get the Hitler
To
from
get from
Microsoft.
here, I just need to get to like the U.S. military from Microsoft Windows.
So, oh wait, you have
Like
to start at
from here,
Microsoft Windows. You can't start on Microsoft the company.
no, you hit a random page,
No, 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 no.
and then
I'm trying to start from where you started.
okay,
Where did you
so I'm
start?
twice, and I'm on Microsoft,
Is
and I just
Microsoft
need
where
to
you
find it.
started?
No, I was on like Microsoft the Windows.
So you
I
started on
started.
Microsoft Windows.
I started here.
You started at .info.
Whatever this is, some file name thing.
I see.
And from here I went to Windows to Microsoft. And I think from here I should be able to get to the military. And then from there I can get to World War II and Nazis.
Okay. So right now I'm trying to see if your boy Ryan slept on a link. Do, 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 do. What is Kodi? Free open source media player software. Do 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 for multiple operating systems. See, when I saw Kodi and I didn't recognize it, I was like, I wonder if I could click on that and it'd be like, and Kodi is like made in like Germany or something, and I'd be like, ah.
Yeah, you have to. Because if you click on the wrong place, you could get some like weird. Like, it's not that you couldn't get there, it'd take too many links. It's like within like 5 links.
I got you.
Yeah.
I get it. I'm trying to see if there was something faster. I do think Microsoft Windows is fine to jump to. That's one jump. You have to get to it within 5.
Here we go, Army, right here.
One
There we
thing
go,
that
3.
I didn't do.
And then we can go to World Wars.
Army.
And then we can get to
Not Washington.
oh, got it.
So how many did that take you, Ryan?
5.
Oh, that was exactly 5. So I'm gonna try to beat 5. So I'm on my second one right now because I went from the thing to Microsoft Windows.
Okay.
Well, no, I didn't go from. I went from the thing to Microsoft Windows. I haven't gone to Microsoft, but that probably will be where I go next, unless I can
Okay.
find a country. America. Nope. There's no America link that I can use. That would have been nice. So this is my first jump. Let's go to the second jump. Microsoft. American. That's gonna be my third jump. I'm gonna jump straight to American. Okay. Now let's see if American is gonna be like a trap, or if
No, 100%. You can go down to the World War I, Great Depression, World War II section, that 2.6 thing, and then that'll take you to World War II and the Nazis. And
I got the game to work.
like, all you have to do is get to World War II, and then Hitler is already on there.
okay. So the jumps were Microsoft. Well, the jumps were Microsoft Windows, Microsoft America, World War II. It's the same number of fucking links.
Yeah.
Damn, hold up. I wanted to beat your thing. So I need to, like, get here faster. If I can.
How?
I don't know.
You have to like leave the file extension faster. Like you get from like the file extension to like I don't know, like the military or World War II faster.
If I can get to America faster, that would save me 1 link. Oh, I see your boy Anthony's playing a browser game. Tell us about the game. Oh, that's the Attack on Titan game.
Yeah. Yeah, I finally found it.
Okay, let's see.
Let me see some gameplay of it.
Right there.
Hey, one second. I remember trying to figure out all of this.
So America doesn't take me there. Well, no, I mean, it's not that America doesn't take me there. I tried to click on home theater, and I thought home theater might link to something. It did not. Where does ASCII art take me? Do. So ASCII art is only 1 thing away. Can this get me somewhere that I didn't expect?
All about going to somewhere you don't expect is trying to find a place to expect to. Like a country.
So from ASCII to American Standard Code. Wait, did I just go from... I went from ASCII art to like... to just ASCII straight up. Can I not get to ASCII straight up from NFO?
Okay, so I'm on this football guy. League. Okay, so from here I'll go to South Korea. And then World War II.
How do I feel spinning this
Adolf Hitler.
The .NFO thing is kind of fucking me. Because I think ASCII probably can get you to America really fast. They don't direct you to ASCII, they direct you to ASCII art specifically. Can UTF get me to America? Nope.
Aw.
Okay, so who's this guy? From the Philippines?
Oh, wait. How'd you get here, Anthony?
As soon as I pressed to play the game, it brought up this screen. I know 3 fucking years.
Game developer? It's the Chinese!
I know he was Chinese.
They're coming for you.
Translate with Bing, please. Educate me.
Why are you trying to use Bing?
He's trying to learn more about the developer of his
Oh,
favorite browser game.
oh, it's like one of those like
And one.
Chinese games.
No, it was just one guy who made this in his free time, who just happened to be Chinese.
Oh, Ryan, you know how we talk about AAA gaming and how it's like a weird phrase to use?
I mean, a lot of things are weird phrases to use.
I saw a review for Extinction, the game that Anthony and I were talking about earlier, where you go around slaying monsters, and the guy called it a double A game. In the
Double A?
Yeah, double A. He was like,
Oh, I see.
it's
So
like
it's
a
not like
triple A game,
battery, it's another battery.
right? So he was like,
Quadruple
Damn you, Fang!
he was like, visually it looks like a triple A game, but it's not made by like a triple A developer. Was his definition for like double A.
That's weird.
That sounds.
I don't think I agree either. Wait, actually, that's weird.
It is weird.
I don't. Yeah, I don't think I like that.
Then what's the quadruple A that Microsoft has?
Well, we've talked about the definition for triple A.
Yeah. Yeah, quadruple A.
Quadruple? Has anyone said that?
Yeah, the quadruple A game.
Oh, man. Oh
Yes,
boy.
a quadruple A game studio for Microsoft.
Does that just mean it's made with like an even bigger budget or whatever?
Oh, cool. I'm doing this on my school account. That's not.
American.
Microsoft's just calling it quadruple A, but no one knows what that means.
They're coining the term. Ryan.
Yeah, but they're just adding another A to a weird arbitrary term already.
Just like the other people were taking an A away. It's the same.
Makes as much sense.
Let's see.
Oh boy, whatever thing Ubisoft is two. How do you have two? What? Ubisoft's getting in. They're like, yeah, we're also doing quadruple A.
I guess
guess.
that's the new wave. If you don't do a quadruple A, you'll fall behind. ASCII doesn't take you to American, even though American's like in the fucking acronym. United States of American Standards. That'll be 3. But that means even if I can get from here to America, it'll still be 5 to get to the thing. So this isn't faster either.
Because it's like a weird niche tech thing. I don't know if you can really make it faster.
The .nfo thing?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know anything about .nfo. Because it...
I'm here, like, pencil. Yeah.
Well, Pennsylvania is going to make it really easy. Because you can get to America like that.
Can I get there faster? Is that like a World War II?
I'm going to type on... Well, not type on. My goodness. I'm going to click on the Humble Guys. Are you guys an American group? All I need is for them to say that you're American, and I can get to that app.
German. And from here I can...
Also, what are you up to, Anthony? And are you having a good time?
No, I'm trying to find this fucking trivia game, but nothing's working.
Ooh, a trivia game? Would you guys be interested
No,
in some trivia together?
I mean, I'd be down, but I was saying the tribute game that I was talking about earlier.
Oh,
Because apparently the website. Yeah, apparently the website's fucking bust because it's extremely old. So now I'm just trying to find something to feel like app.
Okay.
I did find one thingy.
Yeah, there's Nazis in India. I can get here.
So Attack on Titan IO game. I'm curious if they have one of those style games.
Okay.
Yo.
I found this game, which isn't at all the same, but
Interesting.
Frame rate.
Is it multiplayer? The frame rate does look like it's struggling.
Yeah, it really is. And no, it is not. So far, I haven't even seen a Titan.
Well, I mean, if they started the game off and you immediately had to fight a Titan, that'd be
I don't think
extreme
it's
shit.
it's just like
I'd
a
rather do that.
like time thing, right?
Yeah,
Like it's like a
I would.
Wait, there's
Superman 64. Oh, there is a Titan. Oh wait,
Yeah.
it's a statue. Got the fuck out of us.
fake out. It's a tall ass statue.
Kid.
How much wood do you think took to make that? If
Too
it's
much.
made out of wood.
It
guess
looks like
it's-
it's made of wood. I mean, it's
How do I cut
very
that fish?
flat looking.
I mean, wood can be flat.
I know, but it seems like it may not be as difficult to make.
How do I cut
I
this fish?
think.
Can I cut his neck?
What's the cut button?
I don't know. I don't know.
Just rubbing up on his neck.
Been down, my guy.
If he can glitch through the neck, then I guess the blades will have entered the neck. Does that count?
No,
I think that
it
counts.
doesn't count.
You're losing time, Anthony.
I don't know how to kill him.
Just go do more waypoints. You got
I
3
don't wanna.
days already.
I want him to die.
Wait, it does say 3
Haven't
Titans on
already
your
done
thing.
Yeah,
3
Like,
Titans
that's-
remaining?
I guess so. I haven't. This is my first time running into.
Right?
But this isn't a real Titan, I don't think. I don't think you're supposed to be able to kill the statue.
But what
You
if
should be able. The nape's right here. I should be able to cut at it.
But it's a
Or-
fake nape. It's not a... It's a full...
I don't think there's.
Nope.
The nape.
Okay. I'm
F
gonna go to
does this, and it looks like he's about to cut something, but he just doesn't.
That window is very strong to hold, like, all your weight on it.
Bangladesh.
No worries. Attack on Titans live in the place of
Here.
lower center gravity and all that good stuff.
So since Anthony's playing a game, I too will play a game. If I can play it on mute, it better not blare music. What?
What game are you going to be playing?
I can play music.
So the game, it was going to be Batman Caped Crusader, but when I clicked on it, it said, this content is currently only available on desktop, which is a bitch, because I'm on a desktop right now. It's just, it's just not recognizing it as such.
How nice.
I
How
think it's
awesome.
because my window is, like, shrunk. It assumes that I'm on, like, a phone aspect ratio. So,
Okay.
Anthony, right now we're recording, so it's not like a live broadcast.
Oh, no, it's all good.
Grab Taco Bell's nacho party pack.
I hope that Taco Bell doesn't try to get on our ass. I once did a video with Aiden where we were filming 80s commercials and reacting to them, and we got copyright hit on an ad from the...
You fucking serious? I was going to say, I felt like you were being paranoid about this, but that's wild.
We had
Mhm.
to stop.
not Ryan Reynolds.
Oh,
The strike.
One and only Hugh with
No worries, Ryan Reynolds won't see. I don't think he will.
Iron Forehead. And today we're going to be doing the Two Guys Talking Podcast, episode 7.
Wait, hold on.
Two Guys Talking Podcast is
I didn't realize it was Ryan who was putting up the podcast of him going to sleep.
I did a spell break stream where someone hopped onto the stream and they were talking about the MCU and whether or not the MCU is
Ryan.
Wait, did you went to sleep with my light
So they were
on?
talking about how like war
Yes, you went to sleep with your light on.
What
Was
a
my
nerd.
light on when I woke up? Like, I don't remember.
Maybe someone went in your room and cut the light off because you're wasting electricity.
Oh.
Yeah, but if someone did, they'd beat his ass first.
First we beat his ass, then we turn off the light.
Okay, so this is 2. So I can get to India somewhere?
Is Thing
Modern
Arena still a
state.
game that can be played?
What?
Thing Arena. Did you guys ever play that when you were...
Oh, yeah, I used to play the shit out of that game.
Mhm. See, all these old Flash games, They're like, Flash is no longer supported. So it's just.
I know that was one of the main problems with
But
that
there's
other
one thing
game.
where the Flash, like, it still works, but for some reason I couldn't do like keyboard commands. I couldn't like do like spacebar,
That sounds like a you problem.
like play the game.
Wait, you can ride on the like top of the city?
I guess so.
If you leave the city, do you die?
Nah, you can't even leave.
Oh, there's
It's
like an invisible wall.
Yeah. But this is surprisingly fun.
Oh, I go to India. I can just do Bengal famine.
I'm glad that you're
Yeah.
open with it, Anthony. He's like the
Not really, but
integration is
I'm-
key.
nah, I'm miserable that I can't get the other game to work, but I don't have much of a choice.
It happens, man.
Oh. Yeah, now I kind of feel like going to mini clips or something and just seeing what they have nowadays.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So right now, I'm in a browser game. I'm gonna cut off the sound. There we go.
And I'm going to look at what you're doing.
This guy seems like a dumb bot.
So if I like mute it, will that, like, if I hit the mute microphone button, will that mean you can't hear the thing that I'm playing, or will that just mean you'll still hear, you won't hear me saying stuff?
I'm pretty sure that means both.
So if you mute, well, you can test it, but please test it on something that we won't get struck over. Also, this nigga has a machine gun. I feel like I'm gonna die. I'm between two shooty guys. And this is not a game with bushes.
You got.
Shit, wait, hold on. There's some bushes down here. Can't get behind the oh, you can kind of. Oh, they block bullets. Kaylee lied. He got the shit out of me. Oh no,
That took a lot of
I'm
bullets.
gonna
When
get
it's time to
extra.
return to work.
No, let me leave the. Yes. Success. So Ryan is currently what? Can I get copyright striked off of the like video of it, even if there's no sound in it? Well, I doubt it because people do reaction content all the time.
True. I have no idea at all whatsoever.
I also have no idea at all whatsoever.
I mean, it's always a nice learning process. So I say, figure, I'm gonna play Snake IO.
Oh, Snake IO? Wait,
Oh fuck!
why not Slither IO?
What?
Slither IO. The like famous like.
So did you
Oh, I
like
thought-
hear any of that?
No, we didn't hear any of that.
Okay, cool.
Also, it's like 10:59. This is normally around the time where we end the podcast. Does anyone have any thoughts on the podcast? Did you guys have like a fun time?
Yeah, I had a pretty good time.
I'm glad that you vibed. Ryan, did you
Oh.
have a fun time? I think Ryan's.
I think Ryan had a fun time.
Well, is there anything that anyone would like to say before we end the podcast?
Guy who made the Attack on Titan tribute game, if you're still alive, I would like to know your location so that I can personally beat your ass for what you did to me.
The challenge has been issued. Developer of the Attack on Titan game.
Will you flee or will you perish like a dog?
That was
Oh, fuck.
interesting to see in line with like what Ryan's watching. There's like this weird alien guy, and it's like, will you flee or will you perish like a dog?
I have no idea what Ryan is seeing. I'm too busy trying to not die to snakes.
Understandable. He's watching
Yeah.
cow videos, which are actually pretty good.
Oh, I've never heard of it before.
Oh, you never heard of Phone Cow? They do, even though these aren't my favorite of his videos, he does all the Charlie the Unicorn stuff.
Oh, damn. Okay, I thought I recognized the art style.
Yeah. But anyways, I got a dip for now. Thank you guys for being on the podcast. I truly appreciate it.
Anytime,
guys,
anytime.
like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding, 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 ring the notification bell to be notified whenever we do these live streams. Well, this one isn't live, but this is your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, here with.
I'm sorry, I can't hear a word you're saying because of the video.
For what do I deserve this?
Yeah, that's understandable. It's almost like the video shouldn't be going during the podcast. It's
You
crazy.
will for America this time.
But I'm here with Anthony and
Ryan.
Film Cow, aka Ryan,
Relax, wasn't
logging out.
one.
Peace, guys.
No, it's not.
Chickadee go.
See you.
And
See ya.
Obamacare.